No, it's certainly not the time to sit back and rest on your laurels and just sit there and go, oh, I did it. I got my team motivated. I think you want to then think about, if you focused on short-term motivation and you focused on, hey, I've got a team that I need to turn around, and you have turned around to some degree, you want to think about what's going to cause them to stay motivated in the long term, right? And I think there's three things I would say. The first one is going back to what we talked about. Make sure people understand the value of the work they do. Some of those other motivators I mentioned earlier definitely lend themselves towards a more short-term motivation, but I honestly think one of the strongest motivators in the long term is people understanding the value of the work that they do. Mm-hmm. And that can be tricky for a frontline leader sometimes to express, because sometimes they're not even sure. I mean, we work with organizations where even the frontline leaders don't necessarily know the value of the work they do, because their managers and their directors and the VPs haven't expressed it to them. So then they're saying, well, how do I help my team understand their own value when I don't necessarily understand my own, and it's not something that's regularly communicated? So it can be a challenge, but as best as you can, and sometimes it means going to your own manager and saying, hey, I'm trying to motivate my team. I want them to understand their value. Can you help me with that? Can you help me define that? Can you help me clarify that?